So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty, what would life be without a song? Or dance without we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me and you and everybody in the whole world. What would we do without music? I don't know. And what am I gonna do? Because today is the last day of the 30 days song challenge. If you've been following along, then this video is for you and my sanity. So why a 30-day song challenge, you might ask? Well, like every other artist, performing artist, musician in the world, I have lost all my work over the past few months and probably into the future. And like the positive little human that I am, I wanted to practice resilience in the face of adversity by doing a 30-day song challenge. Here are a few things I wanted to achieve by doing this project. 1, cure the boredom disease. It's real. 2, exercise my vocal cords, which in turn meant that I didn't make time to exercise anything else in my body, but that's okay. 3, not rely on Scott French for everything, which meant that I had to get better at producing and mixing and playing more instruments. 4, collaborating with other humans that aren't Scott. 5, make my workflow faster and less effort. And 6, I wanted to prove to myself that I could finish something, because that hasn't happened very often in my life. And I did all of these things, except rely on Scott. I think I will do that for the rest of my life. Let's do a little breakdown of the videos. So the video that took the longest to make was probably Go Do by John C. I spent 3 very long days producing this track. I tried to make it just how John C made it. That was the whole point, to learn his production skills. So that was just the track. And then the video on top of that took maybe 2 days. The most satisfying video to make was definitely Daughters. Fathers, be good to your daughters. I spent a few hours with a few really lovely friends, and we learnt the song, arranged the song, and performed the song in that time. And it was just so filling to do this with these beautiful people. The most draining song to make was definitely Que Bello es Vivir, because there are so many Spanish words in that song, which means that I fucked it up so many times. And if I didn't fuck up the words, then I fucked up the video. I remember I filmed into the sun, which means that every time I spat, you could see my spit flying out of my face. The easiest video to make was probably Miracle Love by Matt Corby, because Scott produced this song. I was spending so long every day making a video that he felt bad and wanted to help me, so he made me this song. I was lucky enough to get Abby Bauer to video herself dancing in her living room. I did cut the video together, but compared to a lot of the other songs in the challenge, this was pretty easy. And I got to appreciate how beautiful and ridiculously creative these humans are. The most popular video, surprisingly and unsurprisingly, was Madeline by Hanson. This was a real highlight for me because Tim Bennett is amazing, and his dedication to making this the most colourful experience was super appreciated. The most magical video for me was definitely Aqueous Transmission. On this day, Scott and I woke up at 6 a.m, which, if you know us, never happens. We saw in the sunrise and we went to a beautiful pine forest, which is literally only 10 minutes drive away from our house. If I could just perform music in a forest every day for the rest of my life, I think I would be happy. Pine forests are completely magical. There's definitely trolls and fairies hanging around in there somewhere. And the reverb of the Fennec pickup in the Fennec guitar just, melt. I'm usually quite a lazy human, but I am an overachiever once I start something, which is my Asian Aussie mix right there. So this challenge was definitely not an easy feat, and the collaborations took some dedication. So I'd love to thank all the musicians that helped me. We have Tim Bennett, Brennan Smith, Abby Bauer, Joshua Appleby, Hannah Campbell, Sam Besman-Burt, Tash Ann, Scott French, and Shazza. And I'd love to thank you for every minute that you spent watching any of these videos, any comment that you've left on anything. Your support is really appreciated in this crazy journey of music that I'm undertaking. I actually like making these videos, so I've decided to keep uploading them to YouTube. If you would like to watch these videos in the future, head over to YouTube because I'll be putting them up there. And I have one more bit of information. I was very lucky to receive a RAD-F grant from the Gold Coast Council, which means that I have a bit of support for an EP. So this will be happening from now on. I am writing and recording an EP for release sometime next year. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for supporting me and my music. And thank you for supporting anyone's music, actually. We really need you. The music scene needs you. Head out to shows once they start happening and keep it alive. Peace. Bye.